We are now less than 1 hour from that deadline. That is when United Auto Workers strike against the big three automakers. In the last hour, the UAW president gave us an outline of the plan that goes into effect at midnight. Select plants in Michigan, Missouri, and in Toledo are being asked to be the first workers to stand up and strike. This has thousands of local auto workers and their families preparing for what could be a long fight with significantly reduced strike pay of $500 a week.
Yeah, I think we're moving in the right direction. I think it's time to fight for jobs, and I think it's time to fight for the working class in this country that has deteriorated.
UAW workers at Parma's GM plant and the Ford plants in Avon Lake and Brook Park say they are ready to walk the picket lines for better pay, better benefits, and needed cost of living increases. News 5 investigator Joe Paganak is live right now at the Ford Engine Plant 1 in Brook Park. Joe, have you seen any activity there yet?
Rob, as you might guess, it's very, very quiet right now here at the Cleveland Ford Engine Plant number 1 in the city of Brook Park. But you know that could change in the coming days as this contract winds down. Just about 50 minutes left of that old agreement between the UAW and the big three automakers. The UAW here in Northeast Ohio says it's prepared to support all striking workers who tell me that they say now is the time to fight for better wages, benefits, and more.
Oh, we've been preparing for a while. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of how it is. I grew up a UAW family.
Parma GM employee Eddie Cruz says difficult contract talks and coping with financial hardship during labor strikes are a way of life for auto workers here in Northeast Ohio and across the country. Cruz remembers the last strike in 2019 that sent auto workers to the picket lines for 40 days and believes now is the time to fight for a long-needed wage increase, especially with recent rising costs for everything.
Over the last couple decades, we've given concessions, we've held back, we've even during the bankruptcy, General Motors bankruptcy.
Yeah, we're pretty ticked off, we're really pissed off, and we want our money, and we want a fair share.
UAW 1005 President Dan Schwartz told News 5 asking for a wage increase of more than 25% or more is needed to offset many years of wages that didn't come close to meeting the cost of inflation. Schwartz believes contract talks would have had a better chance to prevail and a strike averted if the big three automakers would have taken demands more seriously early on.
It's a shame that it took the corporations 7 weeks to come to the table to start negotiating in good faith.
Schwartz says Local 1005 has been reaching out to GM families through newsletters, its website, and on social media, and will give them the latest information on resources that will help them weather the financial burden that goes along with a long strike.
You know, the first week might be okay, but if this thing goes 2, 3, another 40 days like it did, 4 years ago, we're going to have to step up and support our members.
Meanwhile, Eddie Cruz says he's ready to fight for a long time on the picket line for a wage and benefits adjustment that he hopes will pave the way for needed pay increases for skilled labor across the country.
Oh yeah. If need be, whatever it takes. This is going to be the fight that we have to make a once and done thing.
And News 5 did reach out to General Motors corporate headquarters to get its side of the story about these last-minute negotiations and what offers it may have made in the last number of minutes here as this deadline approaches. We're still waiting for a response. Again, Rob, all quiet right now here at Cleveland Ford Engine Plant number 1, but you know that could easily change in the coming days.
We know that, Joe. Thank you very much. We will get back to you as soon as we can. All right, so how did we get here? The UAW started by demanding a 40% wage increase over 4 years. The union later lowered that demand to around 36%. Ford, GM, and Stellantis have all upped their initial wage offers. Ford and GM landed at 20%, GM offering 10% in year 1. The last known offer from Stellantis was 17.5%, but the company since made another offer. At both Ford and GM, full-time workers make $32.32 an hour, with part-timers earning about $17 an hour. At Stellantis, full-time employees earn just under $32 an hour, while part-timers make up almost $16. Ford released a statement in the last hour saying in part, quote, "The last Ford offer submitted was historically generous with large wage increases, cost of living adjustments, more paid time off, and additional retirement contributions and more. Adding, Ford remains absolutely committed to reaching an agreement that rewards our employees and protects Ford's ability to invest in the future as we move through the industry-wide transformation. Big question on everybody's mind is how a strike against the big three automakers will affect the economy. According to the Anderson Economic Group, a 10-day strike could cost the economy $5 billion. A longer strike could start affecting inventories of cars at dealerships, pushing up the prices of vehicles. The auto industry is in a more vulnerable place than it was in 2019. That's the last time the UAW went on strike. In the earlier days of the pandemic, car production had stopped. That sharply reduced the supply of vehicles. Domestic car inventories remain right now at about 1/4 of where they were at the end of 2019. We spoke with a local professor at Case Western Reserve University about the domino effect and the impact we could see right here in Northeast Ohio.
If at midnight tonight no agreement is reached and the UAW goes on strike, you'll start seeing the impact, not only with the line shutting down, but you'll start to see it cascade into the suppliers as well.
Okay, we're not done with this. That strike deadline now just moments away. News 5 will continue covering this even after the clock strikes midnight. You can tune into our live stream coming up later tonight. We'll have an update then. Watch that on news5cleveland.com or our News 5 app. And you can catch up with Good Morning Cleveland tomorrow morning.